Do you want to start the game again?
Welcome back to Mystical Everyday Heroes, or Meh, the D&D podcast about people who are not mystical nor heroic, just everyday folks shoving books down nerds' throats.
Nerd. Take that, nerd.
Read and Weep, Chapter 7.
Joining us on this beautiful podcast is Jake Salisbury playing the Aarakocra Bard Merciless Tongue Assassin, Meryl Cheep.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
You're welcome. That's probably copyrighted. I don't know if we can even include that.
It's ours.
I don't know that anyone's ever done it like a bird.
That's true.
It's because you're a bird.
I know. Define gravity, girls. Hi, everyone. My Meryl, I should say. Meryl's really getting into character. I'm method acting. I've been a flying creature for 7 days now. Meryl's fun fact for today is that you may have noticed that Meryl will help and contribute in the conflict when necessary. And you may have noticed that he just kind of got pushed to the edge in the last episode. He was a little bit more unhinged than usual, but he tends to avoid conflict because he really respects the cycle of life. And he's very connected to nature as not a bird, but a bird adjacent fellow.
Bird adjacent. Because he's a bird man.
Right. Yeah. Man bird. Actually, he prefers, but.
Oh, okay. Is that another
Didn't realize the political
man-centered
correctness
language,
of that.
not bird-centered language.
Oh, I got you.
So,
very thoughtful.
thank you. Very demure. Yeah. So he doesn't like to cause violence or harm if it's not necessary. When he deems a conflict not necessary, he will just try and end it with as minimal violence as possible. But girl, if he gets pushed, you see a different side of Meryl, and you may see more of that today.
I'm so excited for this.
You may, because nobody hurts his friends.
He'll take your tongue.
You know?
He's a singer who will take your tongue. We also have Kailyn Kroll playing the Halfling Barbarian Paige Impaler, Stan Smallman.
I love that. I love it. Stan's fact for today is that he his very first time that he raged was actually when he saw some other kids in his area picking on his friend Polly. And so he went over and he bashed all of their heads together and their teeth fell out.
Oh,
nice. And that's when he learned that he could rage.
Wow.
I'm so excited for the dental clinic that is definitely going to be
now there's
in Stan's village.
Adults that have had dentures since they were 7. A bunch of small adults who've had dentures since they were literal children wandering around wherever you came from.
Yeah, well,
I love that. I hope we meet them.
My friend.
Can you write that down so that we can possibly meet those toothless NPCs when we go to
toothless
Stan?
NPCs. I can't wait for the voices you'll come for them.
Stan's homeland of toothless NPCs because of Stan.
Down.
Yes. I would just say they ought to call
everyone
him the
in
dentist.
town fears Stan. He comes back and everyone quakes.
His nickname back home is actually the dentist.
The dentist!
Because of he bobs heads together and teeth come out.
Right.
They were terrified whenever they gave Stan the second in the competition of feet because they were really scared of what the retribution was going to be.
They should be.
Exactly. They should live in fear.
Yep.
Speaking of living in fear, we also have Matt Rail playing the Ravager of Corpses, Alfonso.
Oh, that's not going to stay in there, is it?
It's in.
Oh,
it's too great. I considered, but I was like, no, it's staying.
I did this to myself. This is where
That's
my
what she
vocabulary.
said.
Oh, God. So it's funny you bring up fear because, well, not funny. It's actually not funny.
I find fear hilarious.
Yeah.
We're all in therapy.
Yeah. So Alfonso's everyday fact is when he graduated from military school, he, of course, became a lower officer in the military. And because of conflicts, he went on his first mission. And when he botched his first attack here against those, the young adult hooligans.
The dude bros.
The dude bro hooligans.
Wow.
He actually had a bit of a flashback when he botched his throw.
Yeah,
and it reminded him of his first leadership experience in the military back in Aerith, where his mission failed because he also could not just make the attacks, made a few bad decisions. Nothing too tragic, but it was, the first time in the field, and it was bad for him. So he, in that moment, just couldn't get it back together. you know?
Wow.
So he lost that concentration and just botched it.
Are we going to need to give him some therapy this session?
Maybe.
Okay.
He might need it.
I understand.
Although I think we're gearing up to do some other things. So I don't know if we're going to have time for therapy.
Sometimes violence is therapy.
Yeah.
You know?
There's different
Violence
forms.
is therapy.
Violence is therapy.
gonna
That's a t-shirt.
I think that's
Sometimes
the name of this
violence
episode.
is therapy.
Violence is therapy.
Violence is therapy.
We live in a rage room.
Cut to us talking really fast, talking about how we don't condone violence, and no one listening to this podcast should commit an act of violence so we don't get sued.
Right.
We are not violent people.
Yeah. Well. Speaking of not violent people, that's not true. We also have Stephie Patterson playing the attempter of a wet willy in Someplace Silly, half-elf druid Misphi.
Whoa.
That was
Oh
amazing.
my gosh, that
Thank you.
was,
That was-
golf clap.
That was dark.
That was very good.
Loved it.
Love it. So Misphi's everyday fact for today is that she always wanted to see the ocean. She's always like read about it and heard people talk about it, and there's just something so chaotic yet so peaceful about it that she just wants to go visit the ocean.
Amen.
We also have Matthew Bostian as our sound producer, insert amazing sound that only husband Matt can make. We also have Corey Patterson as our community manager, so give an air hug to our hugger of the community, Corey Patterson.
Thanks, Corey.
There was
We
3 kisses in the
also,
total.
yes, lots of kisses for Corey.
3
Kisses
kisses
for Corey.
on the forehead.
Hugs and kisses.
The amount of ASMR that's like for sure in there now, just like he's like licking the microphone. Oh, he's got the dirty mic. You have the dirty mic.
Oh,
You have the dirty
Really?
mic.
Twice in a row. Ooh.
No, I thought Kailyn had it last time.
No, I had it.
Oh, you did?
Because we just did this on Thursday.
Right. Right. That's right.
I
Oh,
had
you
it
did have.
too.
Oh, man.
Wow, living it.
What a streak.
I know.
We also have
Don't
me,
say streak.
Brandy Bostian, as our Empress of this fine podcast, among other things, doing the voice of human fighter TJ or Town Justice. All right, let's
really
get
good.
into this. Woo! All right, let's talk about what happened in the last episode in Loreland, and it was an interesting one. Whoa! So. Last episode in Loreland saw the mystical everyday heroes up against 4 of TJ's old acquaintances at midnight near the Fair Ferry. Deciding to try to get information from Hector, the home robber, about the impending march against the rebel camp, the heroes instead encountered Hector with Arthur, Marion, and Rudy. After Misphi called the group of guys rat bastards, a fight commenced. TJ almost drowned, but still believes he saved Misphi. Alfonzo got shot with an arrow. At TJ's suggestion, Stan dismantled Arthur's book and shoved the pages down his pants and down his throat. This led to a new motto of the Pants Club: if you can't beat 'em, pants 'em. During the fight, it was revealed by Arthur that the mayor has an inside source giving him information about the heroes. In his shock at hearing this, TJ accidentally dropped his javelin, impaling Arthur to death. Whoops.
Whoops.
Alfonzo interrogated Marion, who revealed that the mystical everyday heroes were deemed traitors and that the only one Mayor Mayor Merriweather still believes is loyal is TJ, but only because he believes TJ is too dumb to do anything other than follow orders.
What an
Amen.
jerk.
Yeah, that's
none of us
censoring.
believe that.
Yeah.
Certainly
I
at
know.
all.
Right. Hector is the final one left, and he can't talk because Misphi held his tongue away from his body after Meryl sliced it off with his talons. Misphi then tried to take Hector's detached tongue and shove it up his own butthole, but Alfonso saw what Misphi was trying to do and intervened. Meryl picked Hector up and dropped him in the river to swim his way home.
Darn you.
After searching the 3 bodies left at the riverbank, they got the neck chain of Rising Chain, the sunglasses of the dude bro, and the reversible hat that has the backwards cap of the poser on one side and the front cap of the athlete on the other side. And that is where we are now. So, to give you guys some locational context here, okay? So we know that the mayor is trying to figure out, like, he has somebody who's telling all of you guys, or telling everybody that, like, you guys can't be trusted, but TJ can. I'm going to give you guys some map making information. You are currently on the north side of Bridgmond, so on the north side of the Wandering River. In order to get to the south side of the Wandering River, where the mayor's house is, his estate, you have to go on the Fair Ferry down to the southern side into the residential area and make your way to the side.
I
Yes.
apologize. Just to clarify, does the river go north and south or east and west? Like, does it divide the town in half, or does it divide the town in half vertically?
It
Horizontally or
divides
vertically?
the town in half, east and west. I have a map for you
Okay, great. Just making sure I understand.
to give you guys context. Okay. So this is Bridgman.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Wow.
So up here is where you
Beautifully
guys are
drawn, by
at.
the way. I know
barging
you guys
ends
can't
up
see
here.
it, but I mean, come on.
You know what? I'll even be
Empress
super
Bostian
cool
is
and
an
I'll put this on
artist.
our Instagram.
Yeah, throw that up there.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
So-
It's actually like
It's very
really
well
cool.
done.
Well, thank you.
Did you
So we got the
actually hand draw
wondering,
that?
huh?
Did you actually hand draw that?
Yeah, but I used the technology here to be able to duplicate some of the things that I drew, so that way I could make it where
That
I
is
needed it to
amazing.
be.
Professional.
Thank
Wow.
you.
That's beautiful.
So we got the barging in up here. You guys have gone down here. You're at the Fair Ferry. TJ's house is like roughly over here. Okay. You're going to have to go across this river. And then the Meriton Estate is Mayor Mayor Merriweather's house. Okay. So you have to go on the Washburn Road to get to the Meriton Estate. Okay. So you have these corpses that are now piled on the side of the river.
Yes.
And you are near the dock of the Fair Ferry. It is 1 a.m. The impending march is going to happen in a little over 12 hours, is when the mayor and all of those guards are going to depart to go attack the rebel camp. What do we do?
Well, first I'm going to heal myself.
Yeah, because you're really low on hit
Do we
points.
plan to do a short rest before we go do that, or no? Because
I don't
we
know
wanna,
that we need to because I have healing spells and Misphi has
But we
healing
only have so many
spells.
spell slots, so I don't know if we want to try to save those for whatever happens at the mayor. Or
A short
take
rest is what, 4 hours?
I think so.
I'm going to Google
We
that.
don't have time for a short rest. We must move.
No, that's fine. We can do that. I just want to make sure we're
What is everyone's health at right now? How are we feeling, everyone? How are we doing?
I have 5 health.
Not well.
Well, Misphi's not doing well.
I drank a potion.
I'm a little tired.
So you're up back up to full health.
I'm
How
good.
are you?
I have 17. I only got hit by 4 hit points. So I'm doing okay.
So honestly, I will save mine for now
Okay.
if you can heal yourself.
A short rest is a period of downtime that lasts at least 1 hour. During a short rest, a character can eat, drink, read, or tend to wounds.
I'll just use my healing word. Shukaka.
Wow, Misphi,
now
you
you're
look a
healed.
lot better.
Wow,
Wow.
yeah, Misphi, you
And I
were not
got-
looking good. Now you look radiant.
7 now.
You have 19 hit points. Holy smokes!
Okay,
I only have 18.
So I got 12.
I have 21.
That'll do.
that'll do.
Good enough for government work.
Good enough for government work. All right. And if anyone does get like super low on health, then I do have that potion that we can use.
That's good. That's a good.
So-
yeah, and I have a
and-
cure wounds
All
spell still.
right.
Well, everyone, we've got a big mission ahead of us. And I think the best way to start is we should figure out what each of us are best at. Because if we just go in blind, swinging, I don't know, that doesn't seem like a great idea. But if we go in with a plan, it seems like potentially things might go better.
Well, I don't know. I feel like you and I have had a plan before, and it just hasn't.
Yeah, but that was just you and I. We didn't.
True.
Yeah, we knew that was a horrible plan,
Yeah.
but we let you do it anyway.
Yep.
I'm really
it
good at
ended out
following
okay.
directions. That's like where I thrive.
TJ, how are you feeling? How is if you had to describe your health using maybe a numerical system after this fight, what would you say you were feeling?
I mean, if I were to give it like a rating, like I would rate food, I'd say like 5 out of 5 stars would recommend.
Oh, all right.
Because I'm just with you guys and you guys light up my life.
Oh, great.
Jeez.
TJ, if you end up having 2 health and you're just not telling us, you're going to be in deep trouble.
No, I'm pretty good.
All right. Well,
I'm all up.
so what are we all strongest at? Because that's how we should proceed.
My bow is my strongest attribute.
So you're a ranged attacker,
I am.
and I hardly.
Which I know is not a surprise.
I'll hit things with my stick.
Okay. And you cast spells. What kind of attack spells you got for us, Misphi?
Not very much.
Okay.
And you're also really good at healing. And I know because even though I saved you in the river,
Yes.
somebody from the outside might have said you're really good at like healing me. But
Well,
you know,
thank you, hon.
you're well. It didn't happen like that, but people could see it like that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
People can
yeah.
see
we
whatever they
understand.
want, TJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
How about you, Stan?
Well, I'm a pretty strong little fella, and apparently I've got a little bit of stealth to me too.
Oh.
All right.
Should we make
I
this a
am
stealthy?
really bad at stealth. I'm wearing armor, as you can see, and
We'll
that
take
makes
it
me
off,
like.
Teach.
Do you need me to take it off? Because it makes me kind
now.
of.
No, not right now. Not the time.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
I also actually have am very stealthy. I have a +6 for
Wow.
stealth.
Whoa,
+6. What the heck is
fun.
Yep. I'm a stealthy ranger.
I got +2.
Where's everybody else's stealth?
+2.
What's your
I have
stealth?
+2. But I can fly.
True.
I get a disadvantage on stealth, even though it's +2.
Oh.
Yeah, because my 6 armor. But my 6 armor means I get a 17 armor class.
That's actually really good.
I'm awesome.
So how about this? If the mayor's home, maybe because TJ's bad at stealth, but the mayor still trusts TJ.
Okay.
Oh.
So maybe we make our way. Maybe we split up just to get over there, so that we're not all. The mayor's probably got people looking out for us. So if we split up, we arrive there at different points. We wait for the signal. TJ goes in and gives us the lay of the land about the mayor. And then when he gives us the signal, we attack or something.
Wait, like what's the signal? Should I just do like a caw?
That's offensive.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Circe.
Just kidding. I'm a jokester today.
Wait, what about Circe? Can she? I don't know what Circe can do other than look
Can
amazing.
Circe understand human speech? She can't she?
Mostly,
Because she can
yeah.
talk to you. Maybe
Exactly.
Circe could listen at the window and then give a caw, and that's the signal.
All right. I'll
Well,
allow it.
What is she looking for? Like, what does she see if she caws?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If TJ can get the mayor to admit everything that's going on and give up his plans, then we can just walk in and say, "See, we heard you. Just give up. It's fine. It's over." And if not, then there's gonna be trouble.
So is our goal to talk to the mayor to find out anything more, or is our goal to like take out the mayor, or both?
Yes.
I feel like we should talk to him at least before we go after him, because he might be. We don't really know why he's doing any of this.
Right.
And he could be. I just think we need all the information, that we can get out of him before we stop him right in his tracks. And I'm not one for violence, but I'm getting a little bit peeved with the mayor.
I feel like we've all hit the more of leaning towards violence.
Yeah. Well, I have a tongue in my hand.
Still?
No, Misphi threw it into the river.
Yeah,
Oh.
remember?
Thank God. I thought it was still in my hand. I'm a little bit out
That's a
of sorts
slug.
today.
Yeah, tongue tied.
That's a slug. You
It's
just
a
got a slug
slug.
in your hand?
I eat it.
Is that because you're a bird?
So anyway, sometimes
Walks away and stares deeply into the waters of the river.
sometimes when I'm LARPing, when we do bad guys, they'd give a big villain speech. Maybe he'll give us a big villain speech.
And we couldn't possibly, not provide a certain DM the opportunity to give a villain speech before we kill the mayor.
I mean, you're
Okay.
more than welcome to. To be honest.
I do have entangle.
Oh.
Okay, so it's 1 a.m., right?
Yeah.
Why don't we figure out our plan while we make our way on the fair ferry?
Chugging along
Yeah.
the river.
Woo!
Meryl is flying above because Meryl does not do boats.
Well, how do you talk to us?
You just
I'm flying right above you.
Oh, like
I'm just not
just
You're just
hovering
like
the boat.
hovering.
Yeah, I'm just following the boat. I'm flapping right above you. I don't land on boats. I get seasick.
okay.
Got to work on your sea legs, huh?
Yeah. We just so you know, guys, too, remember you were on this before whenever you guys went up to the stump.
Right.
So this is something you guys are familiar with.
Yeah.
The old stump.
You'll stump hole.
All right. So do we want to just try to? Well, what are the chances if we think that the mayor is sleeping in his bedroom?
Well,
It's like 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
And he's preparing for an attack, so he's probably gonna want a restful night's sleep prior to, right?
probably.
Do we want to sneak in through the back door or somewhere like that, and then like bombard him in his bedroom before he calls the guards?
Maybe. Well, I know that he has a couple of guards around his house. But if they've got a lot of guards getting ready for the march, I don't know how many guards they'll still keep in the regular spots. I mean, I've only been there, a few times as a guard. But they stand there. That's
right.
like their whole thing.
They just like to stand.
Yeah.
We can always just throw a rock at his window and, sing a little
Very
ditty.
romantic with a
Yeah.
boombox.
Merle, I think you should pick me up and drop me down the chimney.
Oh, like Santa Claus!
Ho ho ho!
Who's Santa?
Yeah, right.
Well, actually, this has a great line of logic to it, because Stan is the stealthiest among us except you.
Oh, we
But
could
I
both
don't know
sneak
that
down
you'll
there.
fit down to the chimney.
I mean, I'm
Is
tall
there
and
a
skinny.
chimney?
But I'm thinking we probably should not go in without sending TJ in first to at least like look at what's going on.
Well,
no,
we do have Circe. She
Here's
can
the
look through the
deal.
window.
Okay,
I
that's
think,
true.
Merle,
That's true.
I think you need to drop me down the chimney while Tej goes and knocks on the front door. And that'll create a diversion. Because he trusts TJ.
What if we do something where like one of us go with TJ and is like,
As a prisoner.
yeah.
Oh, that's
is
a great
like
idea.
we like
You.
Sure.
Meryl is pointing directly towards Misphi.
Yes, Misphi. Misphi goes because you guys, you have your own way to communicate.
And
You guys will. I think you'll work the best together.
And I think TJ is more apt to follow Misphi's
Yeah,
lead.
but what about Chief? He knows it.
Oh, my dad's not gonna be there. He's like the strong and silent type, and he really only helps out like Uncle Mayor Mayor with the money stuff. My mom made him promise he's just gonna hang out at home for most of this.
So he's not the soldiering type.
But he
No,
still
especially
could've
not at 1 a.m. He's a pretty big grouchy pants if he doesn't
sent
get enough
info.
sleep.
Pants.
So
Yeah.
Tej and Misphi start at the front door. Misphi, you've got to pretend to be a prisoner. I'll go down the chimney, and
Easy.
then Merle and Fonz, why don't you look for a way in the back?
If we have to, I'll come down there and I'll talk you out of it. I have very high charisma.
All right.
And this is an opportunity for Meryl and I to work together again.
Which always goes so
Which
well.
always
That was the line
goes
of
great.
thinking. I don't know. Yes.
Hey, we have accomplished almost all the goals we set forth while you and I are working together.
You know what?
I would
We're
say
a great
so.
team, and I
are.
We
think
are a
this
great
is going to
team.
go smooth.
Flawless.
I am manifesting-
Maybe you sneak in. You try to sneak in after them
Oh. You know what? Let's
because you have high stone.
Yeah, let's take a look at the front door, see if it's possible, and then we can decide from there.
Well, I'm going to send Cersei up there. But wait, do we know
Are
where
we
the
like
mayor's
close?
at?
Are we?
Yeah,
at the-
we'll say, all right, so you guys have gotten off of the Fair Ferry. You've taken the left. It's very residential on the south side of Bridgman. This is where a lot of the people live. And even though you guys have been to Mayor Mayor's house before, the last time you left it, you were on horseback. So TJ's kind of guiding you guys as much as possible. So you guys are traveling down the road. It's very, very quiet. But as you guys get closer to what TJ points out as the Merriweather estate, you hear just like a little bit of commotion, just like, where people are kind of picking up or putting down tents. And so as you guys are getting closer, you do see a little bit of increased activity where there are some of the townsfolk, some of the guards who have kind of banded together and they're getting prepared for this march. Most of them are sleeping on cots on the exterior of the estate. So not many of them are actually on the estate itself. They're kind of just like camping, getting ready to go for the next day.
Okay. All right, so we're going to be stealthy.
Can we roll for perception to see what it looks like from like what the front of the house looks like for like things to hide behind, like kind of looking for stealthy things?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
I got a
20, dirty 20,
dirty 20. Nice.
21.
dirty Mike 20.
17 for me.
All right. So what you guys see from the road.
You had a dirty 22.
Man, we are very
Dirty 20.
perceptive.
So on the main road
Eagle
into the house, you see, again, this is like a bougie version of a farmhouse with a lot of land. In the very back, there are servants' quarters. You also see a path to the right that leads to the stables where you guys had gotten the horses before. As you're looking at the house, on the right-hand side is where there's guards getting ready for the fight. So they're kind of out of the way. However, flanking the front doors are 2 guards. So there's a guard on either side of the front door. On the left, in front of the 2-story house, you see a little copse of trees, like 3 trees kind of bustled together. Then there's a couple little trees on the other side, and there's a little tower in the back. So TJ, as he's pointing to the house, he says, so I don't know without really looking, but there's usually like 1 or 2 guards on the other side of the house because there's a side door back there. So
Okay.
there's
so can
also
we look
some
for another
windows.
entrance? Like a secret entrance.
Well,
I roll. A bunch of us had 20s.
there's windows on either side of the house. So, Meryl, if you wanted to actually kind of fly up there,
Yeah, I
And
was thinking about that.
take a look.
If it's 1 in the morning,
stealthily.
nobody's going to see me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really dark.
Maybe
So-
Cersei could go investigate one of the windows and I could do like a scouting
so
overhead
This
drone
is
shot.
a bird's eye view.
Meryl flies up above the house and he sees the path to the front door and then a path that goes off to the right towards the stables. There are sort of 3 main sections of the house. There are windows on the left and right side. There's a little side door into an adorable cupola in the back. There are some trees on the left side that we could probably hide in. But we want to avoid the right side because that's where all the guards are preparing for the march. I can see them all down there scuttling around like the little losers they are.
What a bunch of losers.
What a bunch of losers. Guards. What are
punk-ass
they
bitches.
guarding? That's what I was going to say.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
So Meryl lands and explains all of this to you. And then, let's see, I would recommend, based on my bird-adjacent perspective, that those of us that are going to hide make for the trees on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
That Cersei makes for the windows on the left side. And I'll drop Stan right down the chimney.
Right down the chimney.
What do you think,
sounds
Stan?
great. I'm ready.
Tuck and roll.
I'm
right,
ready to
Cersei.
roll. Ready to roll for stealth.
Yep.
Yep.
Cersei.
Oh, man.
So Tej, to be clear, you can't give away that Misphi's your girlfriend.
Or that you
Who
love
has
her.
rope? We've got to tie her up.
I've got rope.
And not in the hot way.
Not in a hot way.
Got to
All
make
right,
her look like a prisoner.
I'm
So
getting
I-
PTSD.
Okay, so I cut off a little bit of the rope from my backpack, and I take it around Misphi's arms, and I loosely tie the knot where it looks like she's been like tied
Tighter.
up. I think you're talking to the wrong person for that, Misphi.
He literally
Hey,
folds his hands.
You gotta make it look believable.
Hey, if my girl wants it tighter, you give her what she wants.
Wow.
She knows what she likes.
This podcast is
What the
turning
man said.
into something very
All
different.
right, and I turned it like
Alfonso
with a very,
is turning beet red.
with a very like embarrassed and like unsure what to do, like takes and like tightens it like quite tight now. So like she cannot get out unless
Here we go.
someone like unless TJ like lets her out.
That's better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very comfortable.
Yeah, okay.
Very earthy.
Very earthy.
Demure.
True.
All right, are we ready to do this?
All right, everybody.
I guess so. Me and Misphi are gonna go through like to the door, and then do I send you guys a signal, or is Cersei's going to do that?
Well, I think that we should probably have a signal in case anything goes horribly
I think we should have two
wrong.
signals. One is move in, and one is run for your goddamn life. What do you think?
I'm fine, but
So
it can't
I
be
think-
a bird sound, right? Because I don't want to be offensive.
No, it can
Right.
be a bird sound. That's fine.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'll be in the air. It'll be the aerial sound. I'll give my classic, That means
That's too loud.
well, that's the bad one.
That's
that
run
means
away.
everybody go.
Oh, okay.
Plan it, fall back. Okay. Cersei
back,
will give us a signal. What do you think would be a Cersei signal? And that means move in.
She could flap her wings.
Okay.
like loudly, like
Right, like not
like
flying.
fast.
Oh, okay. And that means that
And
we're
I know what
good.
that
That way
sounds
it's
like. I can hear
quiet.
that a mile away.
Okay, but what if something goes poorly in the home where I am and I can't make a sound like a bird because I'm not a bird like you are, even though you think you're not one? What am I
I'll
supposed
be
to
with
do?
you. I'll be with you.
wait, so you're both going down the chimney?
No,
No,
you're
I'll come-
dropping me down the
I
chimney
see,
and
I
you're going with
understand.
Fonz.
Well,
Oh, you know what? We'll sneak in.
you're stealthy. You'll just hide.
I mean, you can
And we'll
always
come
just
find
like
you.
bust out of a window.
True.
Okay, great.
Use
no
your-
signal needed. I'll just duck and roll.
Yeah.
Just figure it out.
Okay, great. Lovely. Well, Stan's always been known as a sharp one, so this will be good.
Do you have high intelligence or wisdom?
No, absolutely
Okay. All right. All right. So I'm gonna roll for stealth.
All right.
Okay.
Find Cersei.
Do
goes
it
wrong.
with
Find the
advantage
bird.
because it is dark.
Okay. Dirty 20 to start. And 25.
Okay,
Yes,
roll.
you are invisible as the night.
All right. So I kind of like almost like an action movie. Like
Bum, bum,
yeah, I'm like
bum,
singing
bum,
the
bum,
Mission
bum,
Impossible
bum,
in
bum,
my
bum,
mind. And like does like an unnecessary like dive and roll with a little bit of a slide behind the trees.
yeah.
TJ's just looking at you like, man, he's getting his pants all dirty. What is he thinking?
But the hair is definitely not out of place.
Oh no.
His hair
100%.
looks
And he does the
fly.
like flip, like
Yes.
the toss.
Yeah, it looks back at the group and like with like a thumbs up, like we're good to go.
It was really impressive, Alfonso.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, Tej, can you put my cap on
Do you want it backwards or forwards?
backwards?
Dope. All right, so TJ puts your hat on backwards.
All right.
All right.
+2 to charisma.
Nice. All right,
And I'm insecure. Double noise.
So TJ is going to walk Misphi up to the front door, like kind of square his shoulders, and as he's walking a little bit closer, he's going to see the guards on either side, and he doesn't recognize them because he's only been on the job like 2 days, and he's going to be like, Nothing to see here. Just transporting a prisoner. Because I'm a guard. And he just kind of walks forward and they're going to be like, TJ, we know who you are. Like, we know. Just go inside. Your uncle's up there. Yes, that's right. He is, and he's expecting me. Gentlemen. Get in there, wench. And he opens up the door and pushes her in. And then as soon as the door closes behind him, he's just like, I'm so sorry, baby. You're not a wench. You're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. I'm so sorry.
I'll be your wench, buddy.
Oh,
Buddy.
I don't even know
Buddy.
how I've
You're
been
called Buddy,
demoted.
you know it's hot.
I don't know how I feel about
TJ's in the
that.
friend zone all of a sudden now.
I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry. I was playing a role.
So
It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
Meryl picked up Stan and has been like silently hovering over the chimney. And the moment that he saw the door close, as it slammed, he lets go of Stan to go to the chimney, trying to like align it at the same time, so like the sound is like covered up.
So first I'm going to have you roll a strength check with advantage because Stan is allowing you to pick him up. So he's kind of helping you out probably.
Probably.
I'm not going limp.
Go limp.
I got a 14.
All right, but you roll it with
Oh, you're
advantage.
right, so I rolled again. 14.
Okay. All right. So that barely makes it. So you're able to grab him. Now you got to roll a
Stan, stop wiggling.
dexterity to make sure that you can get Stan.
wiggling.
I'm going to say you two can choose which one of you rolls that dexterity to make sure that Stan gets in the chimney.
What's your dex?
15.
You should roll.
Great.
Is it higher than yours?
Yeah, I'll just roll a little bit. I'll roll too. Why
Great.
not?
That would probably be wise.
Oh, I got a 20.
Lovely.
Wait, like a nat 20?
20?
Yes.
A nat 20.
All right, then yeah, we're gonna allow it to go.
Great.
So even if you did really
Can I
poorly,
say
Stan,
it?
he just kind of swings you.
This is what happened. So he's holding Stan, and so
Are you ready?
Meryl looks down. He's like, Stan, I never really said this because things have been kind of crazy, but I really appreciate how much you've looked out for me.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, that's why I said it while we were up here in the air, so nobody could hear. I don't want
I don't
people
know
to think
that
I'm
I-
too gushy.
Well, I'm not sure that I heard you. Could you say it one more time?
I said, and then he lets go. And I feel like, how does Stan like dive nat 20 gracefully down the chimney?
Gracefully.
Well, as you drop him, Stan puts his arms and his legs out.
Oh, like a
you know,
like Patrick Star.
Yeah, and so he's kind of like pushing himself down,
Like shimmying down. Like
yeah, like shimmying down the chimney with his legs. But by the end, he gets a little bit tired, so he kind of falls the last couple of feet, and a bunch of like soot billows up, paints him all black.
That's beautiful.
Deej, Misphi, you made it in. Hey.
Oh, hi, Stan.
Yeah, it's me. I'm just a little bit dirty.
Oh, that's pretty normal for you, actually. So anyway, this is the living room.
Gonna get a full tour in there, I see.
The
Actually, I
dining
don't see.
room's over there. The kitchen. You're familiar with the cellar and the cell within the cellar.
Focus.
Oh,
We got a job to do.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Maybe there's a window teach that we could let Meryl and Fonz into. You think there's one that would be quiet enough?
Oh yeah, probably through like the servants' kitchen quarters. And so he takes a left and he goes over to like where there's like kind of a broader window, and he kind of just. He's like, I don't really know if there's like a latch necessarily, but Stan, do you think you could maybe like punch out the window or something?
Yeah, I could certainly do that. I've got a good naked fist.
So meanwhile, Alfonso is outside by himself at this point. Meryl is still floating above. the roof.
Meryl has alighted in the tree now above you.
Okay. So Alfonso wants to roll, like, actual roll to, like, be stealthy and get to the building and start looking for windows and places to start climbing up so that he can also get inside.
So you want to, okay, so you're on the first level. TJ and everybody else is on the first level. So are you trying to
okay.
climb up to a second level, or are you just trying to like find a window to climb into?
I want to, like, climb to see if I can
Just, like,
pierce through some
scout it
windows.
out.
Would that be, like, dexterity to, like, peek in?
Yeah,
Okay.
well actually I'm going to say acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's check out my acrobatics first before I make this decision.
Just
Don't mind me,
try it. It
just-
might be a nat 20.
I
Be
get a
bold.
+4 because it's dexterity. So let's see. 13, so 17.
17, yeah. So you scale it like a chimp.
All right. So I kind of shimmy up, and so
Shimmy.
I'm on the same side of the building that they are, like
Yeah.
inside. So I kind of poke up to the window and I see them and I tap. like so they can see. They can't hear me, but they can see me. Or well, I'm like tapping so they look my way.
TJ just sees you and he gives you like a really big wave, like, sup, hey.
And I'm like waving, like come here, like waving,
yeah.
like.
And he just like, he puts his hand on the window the way that people do on those prison glasses where they're just like trying to can you touch my hand? Yeah, touch it. We're
That scene
bonding.
at the end of when Zac Efron played Ted Bundy. Not what I'm picturing.
So Alfonzo, like caught in the moment, also does that, like back to him.
Oh.
And then he like snaps out and was like, TJ, focus.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah.
Can you open the window so we can talk?
What? I don't see a latch. Stand strong. And
Everybody watch out.
Okay.
Wait. I'm like, stop, like using my hand to be like, stop. We don't want to make too much noise yet.
Well, that's all right. I'll use my head instead of my fist.
No.
And before Fonz can say anything else, Stan just rams his head directly into the window and smashes it.
Okay, so
That's using your head.
to smash a window, I'm gonna have you roll strength.
I can't wait.
I can.
The window has hit points.
Stan looks like super thrilled as like his head is coming towards Alfonzo through the window.
Which is perfect.
Like,
because I'm guessing then he goes to bang the window and nothing happens. Because I got an 11.
11 does not break it. It might crack it a little bit, but it does not break it.
So I go and I like ram myself into it and like
I'm gonna have Alfonzo roll another stealth check because that's noise and there is a guard nearby.
18.
Okay, so he doesn't hear you.
Thank God.
Stan, no, that's not what I wanted.
Are you sure, Fonz? I can try again. I think I loosened it.
No, I have an idea.
Oh, okay. Well,
I've been able to climb the side of the house really well. I'm gonna see if I can peer up one of the windows up in the top to see if I can find his bedroom. TJ,
Yeah.
like what side of the house is the bedroom on?
Well, all of the upstairs are rooms, but I'm pretty sure Uncle Mayor Mayor's part is on the other side.
Okay. Well, should we try to climb or
Meryl is peering out from the tree now.
okay.
And he's like,
Would it be better to have Meryl fly around and peer in to see if he can see if he's in there?
what if we send Cersei?
Oh, that'd be better.
Cersei!
Couldn't we-
Cersei!
So is Cersei outside or is she
I
on
thought
your
Cersei
shoulder?
was inside.
She's outside.
Okay.
How's she gonna give her a signal?
Cersei! Will you fly over to the other side of the house and see if you can find the mayor? And if you can, come back here and let me know. Thank you. And you look beautiful today, by the way. Not that I'm not a bird. Yeah, I know. In another life, Cersei. In another life.
All right, so what does Cersei do? Talk me through that.
what does Cersei see?
Yeah, what does Cersei see? So Cersei flies up from near Alfonzo and Meryl.
Does she
And
have to roll for something?
we'll say that Cersei flies over to the direction that the mayor's window is. Let's see. We're gonna have Cersei roll to see if she can perceive. Do you want to roll for her? And I'll give you the stats. So
Sure.
I'm gonna say DC 13 to see what we're looking at her having to see.
7.
That does not do it. So
Okay, so Meryl hears Cersei go, and is like, okay, give me a second. And then Meryl flies over the house and finds Cersei, like, probably just like flapping in circles, just like looking really confused. What do you think?
Yeah, she's a little stressed out.
She's, yeah.
That was a big ask.
Yeah. What'd you just say about her?
Wow.
A Regan with a fat ass.
A big ask.
Listen, Cersei, I said in another life, okay? I'm not a bird. We can never be together. Now, please stop propositioning me.
Cersei like wants to nuzzle your like face now, like aw.
Cersei.
Ravens do have mimicry, which means they can mimic simple sounds that it's heard, such as a person whispering, a baby crying, or an animal chittering.
Wow. Now that could be useful.
Yeah, a creature that hears the sounds can tell their imitations with a successful DC 10 wisdom check.
It's so Cersei is now like imitating, sweet nothings as whispers to you.
Ugh.
Right?
Imitating what T just said to Misphi.
Yeah.
So in your ear, you just hear,
That way.
I love your hair, babe.
Thank you, Cersei.
It's so green.
Yeah, thanks.
Just like snot, but like nice snot.
This was yeah.
So
it was good the last
smooth.
time. Okay, so now Meryl is gonna try and like gracefully, but while not being a small bird, try and like hover down. Sorry, that was me that time.
Yeah, so you're
So
sitting in a
still.
chair, so you don't actually have to pretend to walk. You can just leave your feet right where they are.
I don't know. It was really nice when
I'm having a hard time.
Jake is over here like very animated.
I know.
We appreciate
So he's
it.
gonna try to see.
All right, so I'm going to have you first and foremost roll perception.
Okay.
Again, so DC 13.
Oh my god, I got an 8.
Plus.
Not enough.
Definitely not
No, I got an 8.
Okay.
Oh.
So you can't even tell which room is his, but I'm also going to have you roll a stealth because you are flying very largely
You're a
in
big
these
guy.
windows.
Okay, well, I got a 19, so nobody saw me, but
Nobody
I
saw
have
you.
no goddamn idea
But
where
yeah,
the mayor is.
so you didn't see anything.
Throughout this whole situation, Stan is getting very impatient. And so he has wound himself back about 10 steps. And he's like, like scraping the floor with his foot like a bull.
Like a bull. Oh,
And he's like,
no.
all right, guys, I got it this time. I'm ready. And he runs at the window and tries to smash it again with his head. Now, this time he does get a 14.
So that does hit. I am going to have you roll a 1d4 to see how much damage you take from running your
That's
entire
fair.
body into glass twice now.
3.
Okay, so you take 3 damage from that.
Alfonzo sees the bull like the scraping of the ground and is immediately like not like pounding on the window, but aggressively like open palm, like stop.
And then instead you catch Stan in your arms as he sails through the window.
Immediately, like once he takes off, it like braces for impact on like holding the ledge and like moves his face out of the way of the glass because he's like, I don't think it's gonna work, but there's a good chance it's gonna work.
I do have a
Like
pretty
this
hard
time,
head.
yeah, Alfonzo knows that, and was actually shocked it didn't work the last time.
Yeah.
But now is like this is a long approach. So
So as that window shatters, and do you catch Stan? How does this work?
No, I don't go out the window.
Oh, you
I
just break
like-
it. You just
Yeah.
rebound.
just like over the belly, kind of stops and
You're like,
Right.
hey.
Yeah.
like
You're gonna need to roll a stealth check with disadvantage at this point because there's like shattering glass.
both of us, or just me, or just
just
me.
Alfonzo because he's on
Thank
the
God.
outside near.
See, I was trying to save you from having to make that roll because I'm like, this is not.
Yeah,
gonna
no,
be
it's
good.
just Alfonso who's gonna be making that roll
Good thing.
so
with disadvantage.
8
Okay.
and 12.
Okay, so,
So 8.
the guard that is closest on the backside, he comes around. And here's how this is going to work. Whenever you see a guard, okay, when you see a guard, I am going to give you. It's essentially, unless you want to find another way to do it, we're going to have you roll initiative against that guard. But the guard is going to have abilities of their own. Okay,
Is he outside of the room?
he is outside of the house, so he's on the exterior.
So can we bar the door?
Well, because you are on the side of the window. The window has just opened and shattered.
But I'm inside.
You are inside next to the shattered window. So, really, like, unless all of the people inside the house decide to climb out the window, unless the guard is using a ranged attack, or if you guys are using a ranged attack, like that would like basically bring you into that situation. But at this point, Meryl is on the other side of the house, a story up, flying, and it's just Alfonzo on this side of the house on the ground level outside.
Okay. So a question about a couple perception.
Yes.
So as I see the guard, does he see me right away, or is there like time in the middle between like he hears something and like I know he knows that he heard me before he actually sees me?
Let's so I'm just gonna do it based on the guard's passive perception. So his passive perception is a
So he's not like super perceptive as of right now. I'm really hoping he's not. Are there shutters on the house, like on the windows?
there would be, but they are pulled back at the moment because they'd be like storm shutters. So
Like,
they'd
so they're
only be
folded all the way
drawn.
open?
Yeah, they're folded all the way open. They would only be closed during a storm.
Okay.
Passive perception is 12.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have you roll stealth to see if you beat a 12.
Well,
No, you already failed. Yeah, you already failed that one. So
So-
he's going to come around. He's going to see you, and we'll say that you, because you know that he's probably coming, you will have one action before he does something.
Shoot him.
Can I
both
tell-
my hands are busy.
Let
holding
go
up.
and try to shoot him in as you
No.
fall.
Here's my action. What I want to do is I have Mask of the Wild, which means I can attempt to hide even when I'm only lightly obscured.
Okay.
So I want to like extremely quickly move the shutter and kind of wiggle in behind like the shutter. I know I'm a full size person, but like I'll still be mostly covered. I think if like because I'm assuming the window is like quite tall. So
it's pretty big.
and like even if it's half the width, I think I can hide behind it. So like even it will look funky because it'll be open or not like not kind of like sticking out from the house because I'm behind it. But I don't think you'll see me. Or at least that's my hope as I'm shimmying around.
Okay.
Can I tell Cersei to do like a little distraction?
Cersei is over near Meryl, so you can't communicate with Cersei at the moment.
Remember she was
Telepathically.
tell him.
Conveniently,
Good-
that's a
Yeah,
good
that's
try.
so
I just realized
interesting
we
that you
could
just
do.
created that. Yeah. And that is a bonus action, Alfonso, instead of an action, if I'm understanding that correctly. Okay. So that's a bonus action. You also get an action if you would like to, in
Well, I
addition
think
to that.
my movement would be the action because right now I imagine like
Yeah,
hanging
okay.
kind of like below the window, like by like the windowsill or like the edge of the window. So like my moving up and then like hiding behind is my goal.
All right. So because he now sees, so if he sees nothing with you, right,
right.
but he does see a shutter that's
Right.
mostly closed, right? I'm gonna have him roll just a straight D20. We'll just call this a luck check, and if he gets below an 8, if he gets below an 8, he's gonna investigate further. If he gets above an 8, then you're good. Okay. And he got a 2, so you are good. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So he just kind of looks and he's like, "Huh," and then he just wanders back over to his spot.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah, right.
So now this window is open to the elements. Everybody except for Meryl and Cersei are right there. So what do you do?
I think Meryl and Cersei are going to fly back because they heard the window shatter at this point and be like, well,
That's weird. might as well
looks
go
like you guys
inside,
have been busy over here. We couldn't see a damn thing.
I smashed that window with my noggin.
Stan,
So
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
inside
There's
like
a piece
this
of glass in your hair.
This like living room area.
Wow.
Well, the part that you're in is like a servant's kitchen area at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you want to go further in toward the stairs, you'll
Right.
find the living
I
room
get up here
area.
in. I'm like, Stan, that was kind of loud. We almost got busted.
But almost is the key word. We
Okay.
did.
Right.
Not yet.
Right. Okay. Do we want me to go maybe climb around the outside of the house and see if I can look in the window that we believe to be Mayor's, or we all want to just go in and find his room from the inside?
I think we just mystery machine Scooby-Doo up the stairs, with our
Well,
in a
can
little
someone
stealthy
unbind me?
stance. Oh, yeah. Tej, you can probably untie your girl if you want.
Oh, sure, babe. My bad. I already
all
called
good.
her a winch. We're on rocks right now.
Are you on the river rocks though?
No, not even those.
Oh man. You
So
better
he
get it
just
together.
like he's like Alfonso, can I borrow your your sword thing
yes,
for
you
a
can
second?
have my sword. Yes.
I can have your sword.
Only for a second. You can borrow it. You can have it. Have
Okay,
it.
I thought we were having like a sweet Lord
No.
of the Rings moment.
Although, if you had another blade to trade me, I would. but I
you
need
can have
two
my
to-
javelin.
No, it needs to be a one-handed, like a
I love
sword.
the idea that canonically Lord of the Rings is like a film series in this universe.
Right. It's actually like a series of plays.
Yeah, they can sit down and
Yeah,
watch
they
Lord of
just
the Rings
like
plays.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, this seems kind of
Yeah.
fantastic.
So Alfonso also like comes in the window and is like, "Well, now we're all together again.
All together again.
We
Pants
got the
Club.
band back together."
Pants Club.
yeah,
Pants Club.
Meryl alights upon the windowsill.
Oh, you look so elated right now.
Delighted.
And as he's
Well-
doing that, he's like cutting to make sure that he gets Misphi out. And then he hands the sword back over to
Can I have my rope back
Alfonso.
too?
What?
Can I have my rope back too?
You can have there. It's a couple pieces now.
That's okay. That's fine. I just
Yeah,
want it back. Okay, so I take it and put it in my backpack. Now we're
Yeah,
good.
whatever you're into, man.
Misphi, do you think Cersei would be able to go upstairs and see if the mayor's awake?
I could most certainly try to convince her. She's a little stressed out right now.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
fair.
we could just send TJ instead.
Yeah.
To go wake up the mayor.
No, just to go check and see if the mayor's already awake.
Oh, to be fair, I guess he is a guard, and they won't question him
and
being there.
he still trusts TJ.
True.
Now,
I'm
everybody,
super trustworthy, guys.
Yeah, we know.
Sure.
let's just, I've been thinking as, I was trying desperately to see
alighted.
through the windows as I was alighting. And I'm thinking maybe we add one extra layer of protection. So why don't you watch this? And then he does like a very theatrical pose. Then he puts his wings over his face. And then the wings come back. And then he casts Disguise Self.
Oh.
In which...
Did you disguise yourself as Madonna?
So also there's Madonna now?
Well, maybe.
What does she do in this universe?
She works in the circus.
For sure.
I was going to call
my
an
wife.
entertainer, but I don't know if that's okay.
Madonna is Meryl's wife. Okay.
Oh, wow.
You make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends. The extended illusion is up to you, except you can't change your body type, so you have to have the same basic arrangement of limbs. So I just have to have 2 arms and 2 legs.
Yep.
And like technically wings, but I just
We'll call that a cape.
I put that on a I put on a cape.
Okay.
And it lasts
You just disguise your...
1 hour.
Are you going to be a guard?
Oh my
Disguise
When
god.
the
as a
wings
guard?
go back, I look just like TJ's dad.
Daddy?
Oh, no.
Well, Meryl, maybe you should go up there and see if he's awake because
No. This is just the backup. I'm working on the voice. Do I sound like him? I don't remember what he sounded like. I do remember exactly what he looked like, which is why this
He
is
didn't
so
talk a lot.
convincing.
TJ.
Strong and silent. Yeah, I'll try that.
TJ's
Good luck.
Silent
with
will
that.
be
looking
hard
at
for
you
you.
and he kind of circles around you and he's like, how's mom?
TJ,
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
It's
You really are his dad.
He takes 1d4
Merle
psychic
looks really,
damage.
really proud.
you gave him psychic damage, Meryl.
Oh,
She just
Bring
got
up
a point
his
of psychic
trauma.
damage.
listen, I'm just trying to get into character.
Okay, so anyway, you don't want to go upstairs.
There are losses in war.
You don't want to see if he's awake, even though you look just like a guard, and he wouldn't be suspicious at all if he was awake and saw a guard.
I think TJ would be better because why would his brother be in his house?
Why would TJ be here at
Well,
1 a.m?
Because he brought a prisoner.
Yeah, but the
I'm not a
mayor doesn't
prisoner
know
anymore.
that.
Well,
I don't think that, I don't know. I can go. If everyone would prefer that I go, I can go.
no, I thought you disguised as a guard and just you and TJ are like
We can
doing
go
the
together.
rounds.
He's already my dad, you guys. I've already suffered for this.
Okay.
Don't say anything, Daddy, Meryl. It'll be just like
TJ,
him.
it's me. It's me. I'm acting. I'm an actress.
Oh God. Hey, Meryl.
What?
I know we're in a rush, but could you maybe just say that, maybe that you're proud of me?
Oh.
just for a quick second.
Yeah, Meryl, use your
really-
bardic inspiration.
Meryl really understands the depth of this moment because he knows this will never happen in real life. And so he alights upon one knee and he puts his hand on TJ's shoulder and he says, TJ,
Father?
I am not your father, but I look
Oh.
like him, so pretend. I'm so proud of you in your pants. And I can't believe you've come so far. And someday, they'll write stories about you, kid. And they'll make a movie just like Lord of the Rings. I mean, a series of plays. And it'll be beautiful. And I'll go and see it, and I'll probably weep. And I'm a man of few words, and those are all my words. I'm proud of you.
TJ is sobbing.
Does he now have inspiration? I feel like he now
Oh
should
yeah,
have
I
inspiration.
definitely gave him bardic inspiration.
Yeah, TJ for sure. Yeah,
Misphi's just kind of holding TJ and
he's
just kind of petting him. And
He has got an ugly cry
They're
going
there.
on.
Meryl is
There
sweating.
is
They're there.
snot and tears.
I haven't done a roll this serious in a long time, you guys. This is
And,
taking a lot out of me.
I feel like TJ has to roll stealth so that way he doesn't wake up the mayor from his sobs.
100% because it is ugly
She was
cry.
Really interesting disguise choice.
And so the first one he gets, he rolls stealth with disadvantage.
Oh, I forgot about that. And it's not good.
He got an 11. So as this moment is happening and TJ's just wiping. Thanks, Dad. Meryl. You hear from up a. Hey, what do we got going on down there? And just, it's TJ. Who are you? He's just like, oh, I'm Mitch from the Day Watch.
Mitch from Day Watch. I love that show.
And TJ just
Alfonso's
looks at you
gonna
guys
roll.
and he's just like, I have no idea who that is.
Alfonso's gonna roll to like find somewhere to hide real quick. Nat 1. It is unsuccessful.
Wow. So
Alfonso
with a
trips
nat
over his
one,
own feet and falls.
not only are you not invisible, but you make more noise. And he's just like, is somebody with you?
I hope that you went to try to like hide behind a lamp, like something that never would have concealed you whatsoever.
Right.
But like you're just making
So
yourself
we're in
really
like
small.
the kitchen, right? The staff
Oh, that's
kitchen.
right.
Yeah.
So like there is like nearby like the racks of pots and pans. and there's like I tried to hide like underneath the rack of like you know like the shelves. I tried to like go on the shelf and I definitely botched it and ended up on top of like the counter and hit all the pots and pans.
Cleared the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And as like you see like this guy starts to come in, TJ just like leans up against you like you're just a fixture in the kitchen. Like he was just down here making cocoa. And this bigger burly guy in full guard regalia, but a little bit fancier. He comes in and he's like,
Before he comes in, can we all pretend we're prisoners?
except for the pot guy, the guy on.
The pot guy.
Yeah. Yeah,
guy
I
covered in
think we
pots and
should
pans.
probably pretend like TJ captured us because it sounds like everybody and the mayor knows that we're not working with him anymore. What do we think?
Yeah. Let's go
Hey,
with that
stop
plan.
screwing around.
He comes in.
Okay.
Stop.
We don't. Never
Hey.
mind.
He's chief right now.
Yeah, remember he's chief.
Remember
Meryl
he's
has
chief.
grabbed Stan by the hair and is holding him like this.
Great. Okay.
And he's grabbed Misphi by the arm and he's like, just go with it. Just go. Hey, stop screwing around. You get
didn't
off
do
the
nothing.
stove.
Let
What
me
the
go.
hell are you doing?
I'm sorry, Dad. And then he sees this guy come in, and he's like, "Sorry about this, sir. We were just bringing in the traders, and this one." And he points to Alfonso, who's like kind of in with all of the pots and pans. He was mouthing off, so
I accidentally broke the window.
I had to teach him a lesson in the form of cookery. So, so that's where we're at. Have we met before? Sorry. And this guy, Mitch, you said Mitch from Daywatch? Yes, Mitch from Daywatch. Hi, Chief.
Mitch,
From Daywatch.
whatever. Now, you know this is not what I do. I do the finances. Why am I here holding all these squirmy, screamy little people when I could be at home in
I'm
bed?
not that little.
Shut up.
Get your paws off
I
me.
want you to roll persuasion.
Can I roll intimidation?
Persuasion, because you're
we
trying to
can do that.
persuade him that you are chief and you look like him, but now you're talking.
Yeah, you're saying a lot of words for someone who doesn't
So
talk.
should I do performance then?
Performance, yeah, do performance.
20.
Wow.
Nat 20?
Thank
Dirty
God.
20.
Dirty
Oh, dirty
20.
20.
So he
He's-
leans in really close and he says, Chief, you know this isn't in my job
You
description.
mean
You mean
Mitch?
Mitch? You're chief.
Whatever. I'm tired, Mitch, from HR or wherever you're from. Now,
Daywatch.
take us to see the mayor so that I can get these filthy, stupid weirdos where they belong and go back to bed.
All right, jeez, chief. God, bring your no good son with you. And he's just, hey, wait, you kind of look familiar. Never mind. All right. And so TJ just grabs Alfonso and kind of tries to pull him out of the pots, and it's just making a lot of like cling, 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 cling sounds. And like marches him behind Chief. I'm assuming you're going up the stairs.
I'm assuming so too.
So Mitch is leading you guys up the stairs toward the right-hand side, which is what TJ knows and what he kind of mentioned to you guys is like more toward the mayor's quarters. And so it's completely dark outside on all the windows, and it's really dark inside. There's only like a couple of candles lit here and there. So he's really guiding you by muscle memory. And as he walks in, he opens up a door. And it's a really large, expansive room. And as you guys walk in, the first thing you see is Mayor Mayor Merriweather, that even though it's 1 a.m, he's still wearing his very fancy coat and his very fancy top hat. And he's lounging on a chair, just like very like in charge and very dressed up. And next to him, you see the familiar face of Bergen No Beard. And he's got that really
That no-bearded
braided
traitor.
beard that's covering half of his face from his hair. And he's standing there. He's the dwarven guy from the dwarven camp. And Mitch brings all of you in there and he says, that was what was making the racket. It's the chief and, your nephew. They're back. And he's like, TJ's just like, Uncle Mayor, so good to be back. Did your hat get bigger? It looks bigger. It's good to see you. And Mayor just stands up like in a really big, dramatic way.
Why am I mayor?
And he's like, welcome back. Oh my goodness. I have been traversing, well, not me personally, of course, but I've sent people to traverse all of the area looking for you. If you recall, I do believe I said that you were going to go find my daughter. Not only did you not bring my daughter, and he does like this really dramatic look around, and he's like, I don't see her anywhere. Do you see her anywhere, TJ? No, of course you don't. You're blind as a bat. But while I'm looking around, I do seem to notice you stole my horses. You didn't bring them back. You've traversed the galaxy, and now this dwarf, and he kind of says it in a really derisive way that makes Bergen kind of chafe a little bit. This dwarf is telling me that you have decided to help the dwarven camp and possibly even the rebels. And he spits on the ground. And he's like, explain yourselves.
Explain yourself.
Excuse me. And he straightens his top hat.
Meryl puts both hands over Misphi's mouth and is like,
And he has like a hand on his knife. And he's like, well, clearly you are not the influence that I want my nephew around. TJ, come here.
Wait. Can you paint me a picture of how big this room is?
Okay, so this room is it's like it's larger than a regular hotel suite. Okay, so it's got a really large bed, and it's like up against a really far wall. There is an attached there's like different seats. There's a couch in here. It's definitely like, in addition to it being his bedroom, this is also where like he sits, he lounges. It's almost like a small mother-in-law suite within the estate.
Okay, and how far away are the dwarf and Merriweather?
So Merriweather is
From
sitting.
us.
You are near the door. I'm gonna say this is all right. So how long is this table?
Probably
4
4 feet.
Okay, so I'd say he's probably about 20 feet away from you guys.
Perfect. I cast Entangle.
You cast Entangle on him. Tell me through what that is.
So grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square, starting from a point within range. For the duration, these plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On a success, it frees itself.
Okay, so he's got to roll a strength saving throw.
Yes.
He got a 3, so he's definitely entangled.
So is that a group? So like all of them then?
Well,
Is
it
that-
depends. It would definitely do.
if they're 20
Mayor is
feet away,
entangled,
it would be
however-
him and Bergen, right?
It would
Right.
also do Bergen, which
Yeah.
means that Bergen also needs to roll a strength saving throw. Bergen got a 6. Okay. So both of them are entangled. Now, if it's a 20-foot square, is the central point where they are, or is it like in the middle of the room?
Maybe slightly behind them.
Okay.
That way it gives us a little space.
Yeah. So the wall, they're like in front of the wall. So we'll just say like the origin point is like right beneath them. Okay.
Sounds good.
And
Entanglo.
Wow.
Tangelo.
That's a new one.
And he just kind of looks at Mayor Merriweather as he's like kind of like, what? Entangelo? And he's like, she hasn't really had like a teacher, so it's a lot really off the cuff. You got to give her some grace, Uncle Mayor. You know, like, and it did the job. Look, you're like properly restrained.
It's okay, TJ. You don't have to defend me.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But I appreciate it.
Oh.
And I love you for it.
Oh, I love you too, babe.
But Mayor, we need answers.
And he's
Who's
like,
in charge of you?
answers in charge of me. Who do you think you are? And he
I
kind
don't
of looks around and and so I'm going to have you guys roll initiative because even though the mayor and the dwarf are restrained, Mitch is not.
Okay. I guess, can I, as like entangle happened and as I see it becoming successful, can I turn and lock the door?
Sure.
So I'll use it like before we do like the combat.
No escape.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and at this point, it's obvious that we're not imprisoned by
Yeah.
TJ. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
the
turn around
gig
and like
is
lock
up.
the door.
Misphi got 15.
Okay.
I got a 13.
I got a 12.
Wow, guys.
We're rolling
Really in sync.
Did you add your initiative modifier?
You did.
Meryl drops the disguise self spell and is like, oh gosh, I hated that, but that was going to be a roll of a lifetime. Why'd you cut me off? I was finally getting into it.
You weren't
I was
very good at
finding
it.
Chief.
Merle, no,
mine's
you
11.
weren't.
You need to find Meryl. He's better.
Oh, well, here I am.
Merle talks way too much to be chief, but otherwise, I think you did okay.
You did pretty good, Meryl. We're proud of you.
If
you were
anyone
talking
could judge
to
me on acting,
people-
Stan, it's you.
If you were talking to people who had never ever met Chief in their whole life, you would have made a great one. Now, for people that know him quite well, not the role for you.
Oh.
That's okay though.
As Alanis Morissette cannonly said, you live, you learn.
Maybe when we're done with all of this, you could hire me as your agent too. I could probably get you some pretty good gigs.
You know, I think you need that in your life, Meryl.
I do too.
We'll talk.
We'll negotiate.
Yeah.
Pay will be higher, of course, but we'll get there.
I'm not paying you at all.
Well, that'll have to change.
That'll have to change. I'm not doing this for free.
Misphi, you're up first.
Sweet. So I'm gonna throw that frickin' cap off my head and stick it in my pocket. Of course,
So we're going to say it uses half of your movement.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'm gonna shillelagh
Okay.
on my quarterstaff. Shillelagh. And I'm going to bonk the guard with it.
Bonk.
Do you mean Mitch?
Mitch.
You're going to bonk another guard right
I'm
in
gonna
front of
call him
TJ?
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
kinky.
All right. So
In a hot way.
Bonk.
Ooh.
you're looking at Mitch. You bonk him. Roll your attack.
You bonk him.
17.
Plus your
Plus- plus 4.
Ooh.
That
21.
hits.
Oh, wait, my shillelagh. I forgot.
My shillelagh.
Shillelagh.
Is shillelagh a spell?
Yeah, it says for duration, use your spell casting ability instead of strength for the attack and damage rolls. So my weapon's damage die becomes a D8.
Okay. All right. So that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Is this? Wait, this is a D8, right?
It's the one that looks like a, yeah, that one.
Yeah. 2 pyramids butt to butt.
Babe.
But,
It is.
but 2
Butt to butt.
Can that be a song on the EP?
plus plus 2 bludgeoning, right?
1d8 plus 3 for your shillelagh.
Sure.
Yeah, I think your shillelagh makes it 1d8 plus 3. So how much is that?
In the middle,
So 2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay. All right. And Mitch is like, ow!
Take that, evildoer.
I'm not an
Evildoer.
evildoer. I'm on the day watch.
So the Night Watch are the evildoers?
I mean, I don't really know. That's a different guy's job, but I don't know. Stan,
Also,
you're
I
up.
know that we're fighting, but if you're the Day Watch, why are you here at night?
Because we're leading an attack in the day. Do I ask you what your job is?
You can if you want.
In the meantime, while they're bickering, Stan puts on the sunglasses, right? And he looks at Mark. He's going to call him Mark. Mark.
On your mark.
Who is
Get set.
Who is he talking to? Why do you sup, bro? God, what?
Mark of the Day Watch, is it?
I'm
Right. Day
Mitch.
Watch. Yep. Great.
Day
So,
watch. You got to say it with umph.
I bet you don't get a lot of Bay Watch on the Day Watch.
I see we try to
And then
recruit
Stan
women.
comes at him with his battle axe.
Wow, what a line.
And I get an additional 1d4 on any attack.
Because
Because I said the douchey thing.
You did say a douchey thing because of the Baywatch thing.
Right.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Stan got a nat 1.
Ooh, talk me through that.
So Stan is so flustered about trying to come up with something clever that when he goes to get Mark with the battle axe, he misses by like a full foot to the left and it just gets stuck in the floor.
And Mitch just looks at you while you do this, and he's just like, "Why do I want to why do I want to dab you right now?
Dab!
So, just stop.
And then
God.
from the ground, Stan goes and he dabs him.
Oh God!
He lets
ow.
go of the battle axe. To
Yeah.
like,
It's just stuck in the floor.
oh my gosh.
Gosh,
Dude, bro.
dude, bro. Oh God! All right, Meryl, you're up.
I will be using my rapier.
Oh God! All right.
Mouth got so big, I could feel it. So yeah,
Who are you
Meryl-
using it on?
Using the rapier
Oh yeah,
on Mitch.
Mark.
Mitch. It's technically actually Mitch.
Marvin in
It
the
is
corner.
Mitch. It is Mitch.
Mitch of the Day Watch.
I pull out my rapier really, really like dramatically, and I flourish it a little bit, and I say, "Mitch of the Day Watch, present arms."
And he just sticks his arms out and he's like, "Fight me, dude!"
And then I stab him right in the stomach.
Roll your attack.
Stupid.
Stab
I thought that'd get him, idiot. 18.
Yeah, that hits.
That is awesome.
Oh,
Dummy.
19, sorry. Oh wait, which one do I roll for damage?
1d8 plus 1.
1d8 plus 1.
Remember, that's the butt triangle one.
Triangle.
Yep.
2 butts.
Gotta stop there.
Yeah, I did. 3.
+1.
3 total?
It's because you said
Oh.
2 butts.
I know.
Oh, you jinxed it.
Okay.
Well-
He's pretty hurt. He's
I
pretty
didn't
hurt.
stick him
and
in the
he's,
stomach with a rapier.
he's pretty hurt and he's really confused about what's happening. Because he's like, he looks at you and he's like, "Oh my God, wait a second. You were Chief. Where did Chief go? When did you get
Hello,
here?"
I'm an actor. My name is Meryl Cheep. It's great to meet you. Sorry, my story is in your stomach.
Meryl Chief.
I'm his agent. You want to hire him?
No, ow.
I do parties.
I do Day Watch, which makes me cooler than you. Ow.
Twist the sword a little bit.
Alfonso, you're up.
Tickle, tickle.
Oh man, we're gonna. I look over like very quickly as like my movement, and I look at him like, we're gonna kill this guy, right?
Well, my sword is in his stomach,
Okay.
so do whatever you want.
So I pull out my bow, and obviously, because that's what I do,
Right.
notch the arrow, pull back, and in ever so effectively, I rolled a 24. Dirty.
Wow.
It's a dirty 24, obviously.
Okay.
But and
That hits.
Yep, and the arrow pierces right through the chest,
Oh, Day Watch.
and then my damage.
That's what you get for being named Mitch. I'll say no more about it on this podcast.
So 7 + 4 is 11. damage.
Tell me how you kill him.
Well, the arrow pierces his chest, and he tumbles over. Done.
Dun, dun, dun.
And across the room, you hear Bergen just shout while he's like, "Oh my God, you killed him. Mr. Mayor, Mr. Mayor, did you say that?"
Are you guys willing to talk, or do we need to keep fighting?
"I'll talk. I'll say whatever you want. I'm only here because he promised me to grow a beard. I just wanted that curse reversed, please. That's all I'm asking. I just brought some ore of the soul stone. That's all I'm here for." And Mayor's like, "Shut up. Shut up right now."
Mayor?
It is actually the mayor's turn. So the mayor is going to look at Alfonso, and because he just dealt like the finishing blow. And really he's kind of looking at all of you, and even though he still thinks that TJ, because TJ hasn't done anything specific yet, he's still just like he's kind of over everybody. So he is going to
And cast Thunderwave.
he is going to cast Scorching Ray.
Close enough.
So when he casts Scorching Ray, he hurls 3 fiery rays. You can hurl them at one target within range or at several. He's going to make 1 to Alfonso, 1 to Meryl, and 1 to Stan. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage.
Yikes.
And that is going to be it's a 9 to hit. So does it hit any of you?
No.
With a
Nope.
9.
Nope.
It
I'll
does
cast
not.
15.
So, with that, you don't get any damage if it doesn't hit. So he just kind of like,
When he casts them, can I in quick succession spit out all 3 of them?
sure.
Put 'em out? Great.
Yeah, he
So I'm
like
gonna
goes to
that.
do it and you just, oh, that's disgusting.
No, I'm Stan.
I kind of feel like what you do is somehow you like his like hand is like outstretched and it's like hovering over the edge of the entanglement, and you just like swallow his whole hand into your mouth.
No, I don't want to stand up.
You'd have to do a lot of movement to do that.
Feet, not hands.
Yeah, not a hand guy.
Not a hand guy.
Not a hand guy.
That was a disgusting amount of liquid. Gross.
Thank you.
And then
I love the mayor.
now it's TJ's turn.
Mayor's a king.
I'm a little like, while this is going, Alfonzo is like,
Sorry.
yeah. So Alfonzo it's just like seeing this all go down. And of course, when it's TJ's turn, Alfonso's really thinking like, what is TJ going to do? Like, this is going to be a test of his true like loyalty here, because obviously his uncle's a bad guy, but he's still his uncle. He's still like family. And like, we're his newfound counterparts, but it's only been like, I don't know, maybe like, it's got to be like 4 days or something like that. That we've a few days.
It's been about 4 days.
So like, I don't know, these people he's been adventuring for the last 4 days and have built great relationships, but like, this is gonna be a big deal if he like does something to hurt the mayor. So Alfonso was just thinking like this through, like, what's TJ gonna do? Not that he's thinking he's gonna like not choose us, but just
But
what's
you never
going
know.
on?
TJ's gonna grab the javelin from his back, and the mayor's like, "Yes, TJ, hurry and finish them, like we've trained you that couple of hours for."
What's he gonna do?
And TJ grabs the javelin and he stalks over to Alfonso and he puts his back to the mayor. And as he's holding the javelin, he leans in really intimidatingly and he says, "Alfonso, what do you want me to do? do you want me to like pretend like I'm on his side, or do I just go and just like, what am I doing here?"
TJ,
Yeah.
we need to get information out of him. So
Do I goose him?
Yes.
Yeah, goose him. 100% goose him.
Stay out of my entanglement, though.
Yeah, you have to goose him from afar.
Well, I can't really goose him from I don't think that's how goosing works. I guess
You
I'll
got
just
quite the reach on that javelin of yours.
Why don't you intimidate him?
Yeah, I'm an
Threaten to
intimidating.
go
Wait,
some
TJ, maybe instead of intimidating, you could just quickly, like pretend like you're still on his side and ask him to explain the whole plan to you, so we know what's going on.
Right, got it. Okay.
Good plan.
And then as you say this, like Mayor's like, "TJ, hurry up! What are you doing over there?" And he's just like, "I'm talking smack, Uncle Mayor. Obviously.
Oh no! Oh, so scared. Oh,
Be afraid, noobs.
Oh, I feel like such a noob.
I LARPed so hard for this moment.
Oh, not a LARPer, my greatest fear.
Yeah." And he spins back around to his uncle and he says, "Now, Uncle Mayor, just so that way I know like what I'm really getting him for, so I know if I should make him suffer. What's the plan here, Uncle Mayor?" And I'm gonna have him roll a performance check.
Amazing.
Okay.
And he got a 15 against the mayor's insight here. And so he's buying it.
He's buying it.
Yeah.
God, finally something went right. Good
So-
Lord.
Dude, but we killed him.
TJ's like, how much should I make them suffer? Like, what's the plan here with my very skilled javelin? Ignore my ear; it's pierced now. And the mayor's like, "TJ, what have I told you? I've told you time and time again that it does not matter what my plans are. You do as you're told, and you do it well. Now, what would be very helpful is if you happen to just come over here and give me a hand, so that way I'm no longer restrained by these stupid vines. Or, better yet, kill the dwarf next to me. He's obviously proven worthless. Anywho, make sure that, when you do make them suffer, just make them suffer in a way that does not get the blood on this ore, because I have plans for this ore." And TJ's like, "Of course, no blood on the ore, but I should kill the dwarf?" And he's like, "Obviously, I work alone. Duh. Idiot." And TJ just like grabs the javelin. He's like, "Okay." And he
TJ,
no!
he
Don't do it, Teach.
throws it at the dwarf. And he's like, "Of course, I'm not gonna do it," but he already threw it. So he's just like,
Oh no!
"See, Uncle, I'm clearly on your side. Why am I not well, it's already done. Sorry, guys."
It's
So
okay,
he's gonna
Teach.
roll an attack.
He probably deserved it anyway.
And it hits.
Oh, no.
And so that is a 1d6 plus 1.
He would have told us
Holy
So he got
everything.
5 damage to
To
Bergen.
no beard.
And Bergen's like, "Oh, Mr. Mayor, this is not hospitable at all. I do not approve. I just wanted my beard back." And now it is Bergen's turn. So Bergen's going to try to fight the restriction. And what did he have to have, Misphi?
Hold on.
Oh, attack save, strength 13. It says it at the top on here. So yeah, he does beat that. So Bergen fights his way free, and then he tries to get as far away from the mayor, but he is walking over difficult terrain. So his movement is halved. So he makes it like 13 feet away. You said that it's a 20-foot square.
So does he just get
So he
entangled
makes
again?
it. No, he gets unentangled and then he walks over the entanglement and he makes it just on the other side of the entanglement. So he's now in a place. He's got his pickaxe and he's now like on flat land. And
Fland.
Misphi, that's back up to you.
All right. So Mitch is dead.
Mitch is dead. Bergen is about 5 feet from you. The mayor is about 20 feet from you. And
All right.
Hey, everyone.
Okay. Let's not kill Bergen.
Meryl like wraps his wings around everyone as if we're all just like really afraid for our lives. And then he's like, okay, what's the plan?
Okay. I know we don't have much time because like this is happening very quickly, but let's not kill Bergen.
No, he's our source of information.
Right.
I think we should keep him around for
What
sure.
if we all just
sorry,
all of a
guys.
sudden...
You know, TJ, it's okay.
It
I
happens.
didn't realize you were here, TJ. Sorry. TJ,
Ouch.
I thought you were still threatening that
I thought
that
you were
dwarf.
still my dad.
We'll get to that later.
TJ was never your dad. Anyway, continue.
So much therapy.
What if we all just start freaking out like TJ is threatening us to take us to the dungeon downstairs and we bring the mayor with us
If we bring him,
and
he's
there's
not
4 of
entangled.
us,
We just do that
5
here.
of us and 1 mayor,
We
throw
just
him in the cage.
Well, there's already 5 of us here.
Right.
But there's a cage down
I
there.
don't care. We don't need the cage. We already locked the
need the
door
cage.
and
Our
Okay.
best chance against him is
already
if he's
entangled.
entangled.
Are we just killing him? Is that the
no,
plan?
no, we gotta,
No, we need
sit down
more
and talk.
information. So first we need to talk to Bergen, figure out what the heck is going on.
Now, somebody keep Bergen calm.
I'm like right over here. I mean, it's dark, I'm sure, in there, but you're not very quiet. But I don't think he can hear you. I'm still not okay with you. I do have a wound.
Bergen, shut up. You
But we don't
wounded
want
us.
to kill you.
How dare
Do you want
be
to
here?
kill us?
I mean, I wouldn't be sad if I just want a beard.
Okay,
So
we can solve that problem later. Right now, it's life or death.
It's never a priority for anybody but me.
Listen
We
here,
don't-
mister. Do you think you could tell us a little bit more about why you brought that ore to the mayor and what's going on tomorrow?
I mean, things are a little tense now, and I only know that I brought the ore in exchange for a curse to get reversed. I don't know anything about anything.
Okay, can we make a deal? You don't fight us. We won't kill you.
Here's the thing, DM Brandy coming through.
Yeah.
6 seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, which means that
yeah.
if Misphi doesn't take her turn right this second, it goes off to Stan.
Okay.
Okay, so you can
go
continue
ahead.
this while you guys are doing
Yeah.
actions.
What's your action?
I'm gonna push Bergen back into the vines with my staff. Can I do that?
So you're gonna try to like re-entangle him?
Yeah.
Do you have a spell slot available to do that?
I don't need a spell slot.
Well, because if you're throwing him back on there, it'll just put him back on difficult terrain. But if you're wanting to have him become entangled, you're gonna have to recast that spell.
I don't think so.
It says
If it's still
a creature in the
active.
area when you cast a spell must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until the spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength saving check, and when it's a success, it frees itself. For the duration, these plants turn the ground into an area into difficult terrain. So if he's not actively attached or like restrained by it, it's just difficult terrain. Like it's just like walking across like difficult vines. But in order for it to actively restrain him, that has to be a spell. So you can still do that, and you can still throw him back, and you can still use your shillelagh to like your staff to hit him and damage him that way, and try to knock him back with that intent. But it would just do difficult terrain for him, which makes his speed slower. But that's pretty much it.
Okay. Can I walk over my terrain? Without being entangled?
That is a great question.
Well, you wouldn't become entangled. I think you would just slow down. Like, I think you would still experience a difficult terrain.
Yeah, because I think it would be the same thing. You'd have to cast it again
Yeah.
to actually be bound by it.
Yeah. So, like, I think as long as you're close enough to it, I think you could still, like, walk on it. You just slower.
I'm going to say that because you're a half elf and you're a druid and you were the one to cast these, that I'm going to say that your magic will allow you to walk through the entangle spell without slow.
All right. Well, I'm going to bonk the mayor with my staff then.
Alrighty. Roll your damage. Roll for attack.
Well-
And because he is restrained, attack rolls against him have advantage. So you get to roll twice to attack.
Not that you need to, unless you do a crit. But And it was.
Was it a nat 20?
Yeah, second one was.
Shut up. What?
Oh.
And you're choosing to, like, knock him out, not kill him?
Right. I'm non-lethal because we still have questions for this
So,
rat bastard.
so do your damage and then double it.
Okay. Wait, is this
Did we decide we roll twice or just double what damage that was?
Double the damage that you have.
Okay.
so
So.
4?
Is that
Or wait.
right?
No. Well, she rolled a 2.
Oh, she rolled a 2. Okay.
2 plus 3 would be 5 because it's plus 3, right?
All right. So then that's how much then? 5?
Yes.
And then double that because it's a crit. So that's 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool
He
beans.
is still up. He's still feeling good.
Oh.
He's like,
Little
ow.
turd.
That is rude. But you threw his hat off. He's like,
Can that do additional, like, psych damage to him that happened?
Does he have a really long, tall head?
no.
Ah!
His head looks.
I'm sorry, that was
His
literally
head
my
looks
reaction.
surprisingly
I,
small
and I couldn't
without
stop
it.
Like a
He's
big
like,
forehead.
he's like, give me my hat back. That is just crossing many lines, young lady.
Well, you've crossed way too many lines.
Meryl's laughing.
How would Meryl laugh with her being a bird?
I love that you both can't say my name and also never know what gender I am.
To me, your name's Merle and you're a woman.
You've always been a woman to me.
This is why Stan likes you so much.
Anyway, what's your bird cackle?
Defending a woman.
It's like a normal person's laugh, but then when it gets like really heavy, he starts going.
Oh wow! I wish the audience could see the arms. That was
Yes,
amazing.
He
it was
absolutely,
it was like shoulders. There was a lot of.
All right.
So Misphi
My-
just went.
my turn?
Stan, it is your turn.
Oh, you were second.
Okay.
Stay on the
Remind
second.
me where we are.
We
I'm
have-
still by Mitch.
You are still everybody except for Misphi is still by the door. Bergen is about 5 feet in front of you. The mayor is 20 feet in front of you. The mayor is still entangled, so he is restrained. Bergen is no longer restrained.
Okay. So
They're both a little injured.
yeah, I'm trying to think of a douchey thing to say to the mayor. I'm still wearing the sunglasses, to be clear. I'm going to look at the mayor and I'm going to say, well, now that the hat's off, it really looks like you were compensating for something. And then he's going to throw his battle axe. Well, he's going to pick his battle axe up from the ground, in the floor, and throw it at him.
All right, so go ahead and roll your damage plus a 1d4 for the douchey comment.
Ooh!
Yeah. I got a... Do I add anything?
Yeah, 1d4 plus whatever that is.
Well, your attack, though. You have to roll for attack.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I got a 17.
All right, and then you
got a
added your
19.
attack modifier
19.
and you rolled a 1d.
Oh, thank
whatever.
you. 19.
I'm going to tell you, for the mayor, you said?
Yes.
That hits.
Love it. Love it.
So roll your damage.
A D8 is the butt one, right?
Mm-hmm. Double butt.
Butt one.
And actually, because
It'd be
he's
the one-
restrained, attack rolls have advantage. So you can roll another d20 to see if you crit, like Stephie did.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and just roll your damage.
Oh, geez. 4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
Plus 2 slashing, so you get 6.
Nope. Because that's a
plus
2.
2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. He's still up. He's still feeling okay. He's a little uncomfortable.
He's going to become real uncomfortable, hopefully.
All right, Meryl, you are up.
Get
All
him,
right.
Merle.
So Meryl walks up as close as he can to the edge of the entanglement, and
So about 5 feet.
yes, and then he spreads his wings and looks very majestical,
Mm.
and puts his hands on his hips, and he's like, "All right, Mayor, Mary, whatever your Mayor, you have one more chance to tell us what the hell's going on. This entire plan. Fess up, all right? Because we know what you intend for us, and you know what we intend for you. This is it. Tell us." Or face the consequences.
Well, what exactly do you want to know? All I know is you came in here, you stole my horses, you tried to take my daughter from me, even though she already kind of left, and you took my hat off my head, which is rude. So what possibly would you want to know?
What do you want with the soul stone?
Well, naturally, I just simply want to poison my enemies. And, fuel energy and such that I want to do. I'm still working on some of the details, admittedly, but seeing what it can do in the mining camp, I know for sure that it's going to work out well. Slip a little Faewilde into the water supply and let it do its business.
Wow.
So you can let me go now. Carry on.
Absolutely. That sounds exactly what I was hoping you would say. Please enjoy this. And then he jumps up and Meryl casts Thunder Wave.
So go ahead.
So
That's going to just potentially take care of his entanglement problem.
Thunder Wave.
Oh, it won't? Oh, okay.
No, it won't because it's another spell. Thunder Wave, he has to make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage.
So does Misphi.
Yep.
She's in, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Misphi and him
Sorry,
will both get
Misphi.
affected.
I'll heal you if I have to.
She already
also have my
has
potion
barely
still,
any
so.
health. Let's remember, she's almost already dead.
Well, it's
I
happening.
got 12 hit points, so.
Oh,
All
you're
right,
probably
so
fine.
She's okay.
rolling a Constitution saving throw.
And so you do too.
Mm-hmm.
I got 19.
Oh, thank God.
Oh,
He got a 4.
Great.
this worked out well so far.
And so what damage is he taking?
7 damage.
Is it plus anything or just 2d8?
2d8. 2d8, and he would be pushed 10 feet away, but he's entangled, so. he
Okay,
just
so-
goes,
So
You
he
said
don't. He
7
just
damage?
takes it all.
7, yes.
He's pretty hurt.
All right.
He's pretty hurt. He's getting closer.
Is it Alfonso's turn?
It is Alfonso's turn now.
Alfonso's so excited.
Alfonso
I
is
know,
like,
he's
like a,
Edge of his seat.
like a.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Did you double that did you double your damage because he's restrained?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you get to do the dealing blow? Oh.
Alfonso's like,
Alfonso is now
So
sad.
if you
so
haven't
what
doubled
happens
it,
is Meryl jumps into the air, and he just, like, flaps his wings once, like, really strong, and as he does it, he goes, "Ah!" And then he does the wicked, "Ah!" And the force of the sound just
wow, that
kills
was
him.
beautiful, Mayor.
Yeah.
Or Meryl. So as you do that, the mayor is restrained by the vines. Misphi standing next to him, holding her shillelagh. You do
Holding
your
her shillelagh.
big, beautiful thunder wave sound, and as his head drops, and he reaches those 0 hit points because you've effectively, like, completely slaughtered. A movement kind of hits his shoulders slightly, and then you see
He starts doing the
head-
Thriller dance.
his head lulls a little bit to the side and then it rolls upward. And now when you see him, his eyes have veined over to where it's different shades of red. And it no longer looks in his eyes like a human. Instead, it's almost completely red. A few tears of blood have leaked down his eyes. And
That was an intense thunder wave,
his
Meryl.
whole face
It's not supposed to do that.
slackens. And he takes on a different posture, and you can see his hands just kind of shake just a smidge, like he's like waving off like something irritable, and the vines fall away from his hands. And he stands up, and you can see from the cadence of his stance and his roll of the shoulders that this is no longer the mayor. That there is something very different wearing the mayor at the moment.
Is he a god?
And as he stands,
Wearing the mayor.
he says, "Ugh, I was busy. I really hope you have a good reason for involving me in this scuffle. Because now I'm going to make your day equally bad. I invoke the tower." And as
Tower?
he says this, it's almost like a wind tunnel rushes around each of your ears. There's nothing to be heard, nothing to be seen. It's almost like the world around you becomes so topsy-turvy and different colors swirl around you along with the sounds. And when you come back to your senses, there's this disorienting moment where you feel your feet on the ground and you feel the air pressure around you change, and it's darker and it's more damp almost, and the smell has changed. And as you start to orient yourself, you look around and you see everybody there. You see Misphi, who's starting to kind of shake loose, and Xerxes even on her shoulder, kind of looking a little confused and cocking her head. You see Stan leaning, trying to get his bearings on his battle axe. You see Meryl kind of shaking out his feathers. Bergen No Beard is nowhere to be seen. He seems to have disappeared completely. TJ he started standing and he just collapsed to his knees and decided to sit on his butt for a hot second. And Alfonzo is nowhere to be seen. So somewhere in this transporting, either he got left behind with Bergen or he's in some place completely different. And as you look up, you see a very, very tall Goliath who is staring at you with like this manic glee as he kind of goes up on his tippy toes and wiggles his fingers. And that's where we'll end today's episode.
Alfonzo! Wow, what's going to happen?
I don't know.
Bum, 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 bum.
Where am I going to?
That's the end of our episode. Thank you so much for joining us. And also, shout out to all the new people in all the new countries that have been listening to us. We just got somebody from India the other day, by the way.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. And some a couple from New Zealand. So we just love to see all the cool locations. So feel free to hit us up on social media. Kailyn, can you hit us up with the social media plugs?
Yes, you can find us on Instagram and TikTok at Mystical Everyday Heroes for regular content and shenanigans.
Oh, the shenanigans.
All the shenanigans.
All the time. So much shenan.
We've got a book link in the description below. So if you're interested in fantasy novels similar to like D&D stuff, then check that out. That's from yours truly. If you like some good background music for your D&D game, just like the one that's playing in the background right now, you can check out Matt Bostian's album in the link below. You can buy it on all of the main music apps or just listen to it on any of the other main music apps. We are a new podcast, so it would really help us out if you rated the podcast and subscribe for more of our ridiculous silliness. So, tell your friends, tell your
cashier.
Tell your cashier. Your grocery store needs some joy.
Yup.
Anybody?
Tell the deer that you saw on the side of the road as you were driving that looked at you and decided not to run out in front of your car.
What a nice guy.
Tell that deer.
Or gal.
That was a nice
Yeah.
deer.
A good one with survival
The
instincts.
non-suicidal ones are my favorites.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get well soon, buddies.
Guys? Where is everyone? Misphi? Meryl? TJ? Stan? What? It is... we were not here before. Like, this is... Stone?
Nobleman Windbreaker, welcome home.
Home?